What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Space Engineers, episode 5. Last episode, I made some upgrades on the rover there. I have it sitting out in the grass, enjoying the sun. I haven't really driven it around too much. It's alright. It's not bad for a little starter rover. This episode, I wanted to try to move the base. I don't want to stay in this location. I do want to move close to the ice lake that's down there, unless there's a larger lake nearby, and I want to kind of have the base set up right next to the ice lake. That way we can have some hydrogen processing going on for whenever we do make it into space. One problem with that is that stronghold that's still sitting over there, and I did kind of get a little bit close to it just to get a look at it, and it looks like it's got some stuff. It's got some assault cannon turrets, I think, and it did look like a drone started to fly out and come towards me. I ran away. I wasn't going to mess with it yet. Now, I did do a little bit of upgrades to the ship that I had. It's a monstrosity, let me warn you now. Yeah, so added a little bit more thrusters, a couple more batteries, and some guns. So I have 2 Gatling turrets here on the front, and a assault cannon turret on the top. Well, not a turret, but an assault cannon. It's fired manually. And I have pretty much zero experience as far as, fighting and stuff with ships. So my plan is to hopefully try to get close enough to it that I can kind of try to snipe it out a little bit. The drone is what I'm a little bit concerned about, because I don't have any regular turrets on here to do the shooting for me. So, I mean, we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to save right before we get over there, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to go terribly, but let me go ahead and undock the ship. I did fly it around a little bit. It's not bad. It's a bulky nightmare, though, as you can tell. But I do have the assault cannon and Gatling turrets set up here. So got those, and I'm not going to shoot the assault cannon right now because I don't have a ton of ammo for it. What's that, 21 rounds. I used up all of my magnesium, so I'm out of that for now. But, I mean, 21 rounds, realistically, as long as this plan works, will be enough. I mean, we're gonna find out, that's for sure. I did also add a camera onto it. Whoop, it's still zoomed in. You can kind of see it from here, actually. It's got some pretty hefty turrets on top of it. I thought it was going to be kind of a small one with just, like a little Gatling turret or something, but nope. It's got some firepower. So that'll be a little bit interesting. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save that now, because I have no idea how this is going to go, but I'm going to start kind of flying relatively close to it. I don't know how far away until the drone pops out. That's one thing I'm wondering. I'm guessing the range on those larger turrets that it has are gonna also be 1400 meters like my assault cannon. That might be a bit of a problem. Never did go through and change. Should be 6 of those. I want to change that into a group. So I like to have that set up so I can toggle them on and off. That way I can just kind of slowly creep and not use any power from the reverse thrust. But yeah. So 4,000 or 4 kilometers. We'll come up a little ways. It looks like one of those hydrogen tanks on it are kind of like rusted out, which is interesting. Don't really feel like fighting drones right now, but... Yep, it looks like it's got it still. So what do we got, like 2.2? Okay, so there is a... Yep, little drone right there. What is it gonna do? It's getting some damage on me. Oh. Well, there goes my ship. That didn't work out. Oh, there's a couple of them. That's not cool. Oh, yep, okay. So that's got a few ships, it looks like. That did not go as planned. I actually don't like that. It seems like there's a storm coming in. It's a bad time for that. Alright, and looks like they activated, essentially. Can't see much of anything, really. Alright, I got a drone or something right here. Oh, that one's got some big boy guns on it. Trying to get him to come closer. Ooh, that one was close. Oh, he clipped me. Ooh. How the hell? Has that taken any damage? Not really. I'm gonna grind it. Oh, that's stupid. Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time. I swapped out my Gatling turret for 2 assault cannon turrets, one on top, one on the bottom. Got like 40 rounds. Maybe this will work, since they can aim a lot better than I can, that is for sure. Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna try and stay in third person view as well. Maybe if I fly kind of fast, they can get their shots off quickly. It's a little bit too fast. Ooh, got me again. I think I lost something. I can't even fly. Yeah, this thing is like not flying at all. Maybe I can retreat. What am I missing? One of my thrusters is out. Maybe I should have put the... I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to take care of that base. Hey guys, Future Simmer here. So after many failed attempts trying to take out the drones and the base with my ship, I actually decided to try something that I didn't think was going to work, and that was to just straight up fly with a gun as fast as I could straight at the base, trying to avoid getting shot. And you can see that they do definitely try to shoot at me, and just fly to the base and start grinding some blocks down, avoiding the turrets. My plan was to hopefully try and grind down and re-weld a whole bunch of the control blocks and stuff and hack the whole thing and make it mine, but that I don't know how to do that. So right here you can see I saw one of the turrets and went ahead and opened up a block so I can access it and just shot at it with the gun until eventually it broke. And I did the same thing many times throughout here. One of these blocks, like this one, the control console, I wanted to grind it down and rebuild it and try and take the base over, but it didn't work, and I didn't have the progression that I needed, so that's why I placed that interior wall and rebuilded it to unlock the blocks that I need to rebuild that control station. So I just went around all over, started grinding the blocks down, but like I said, it didn't work out as far as hacking the ship the way I was hoping to, because I'm pretty sure I would have to go through all those blocks that I'm looking at right there and grind all of them down and rebuild them and figure something out. And I actually claimed the NPC I think all that really does is gets rid of the 2-hour timer until the whole thing despawns. You can see I found a couple of the antennas in the beacon. Another turret right there, so I grind the block down to get access to it. My inventory filled up, so I ended up placing a temporary storage container, and right there I re-welded it and it got shot. I was like, what the heck was that? So I did it again. That way I can figure out kind of where the shots were coming from, figure out where the next turret was that I had to take out. And I think around that point I noticed that the drones, I think there was 2 of them, weren't doing anything. They were just chilling, and I think they were pretty much disabled. And right there I find the last turret that I needed to grind down in order to at least make the base safe. I'm pretty sure it was disabled once it fell like that, but I went ahead and shot it a bunch anyways. And then I also re-welded the artillery turret just as kind of a precaution. And that was pretty much it. So let's continue. Alright, now that that stronghold's been relatively taken over, it was an interesting way to do it. I didn't have to use my ship after all. There were a couple of drones still hanging out down there. I don't know if they're going to despawn now, since they don't have a AI controller and beacon and antenna. I guess we'll find out, but what I want to do, I'm going to take at least the lower assault cannon turret off of here. And I'm going to fly the ship over there after I put a landing gear on it because I took it off a while back. And that way I can land it over near the stronghold and start just grinding away at it. I'm going to use a lot of the resources that I get from grinding it down to set up the new location for the base. So let me go ahead and put the landing gear on my hotbar. And now let's take this little guy back over that way and see. I don't know if those drones are still active or not. I sure hope not. Maybe they will despawn. I don't know. So if they're still active, I know that they're on the right side, so I'm going to come in from the left. I don't see their signature yet. So hopefully they just despawned. Actually, I think my gun might shoot at that. Because it does still have a lot of enemy blocks. Maybe it won't. Okay. Doesn't seem to be shooting or anything. Okay. So I did debate a little bit about just taking over this structure, but that'll take way too much work. I don't know how to hack buildings properly. So what I'm just going to do is end up grinding down the whole thing and using all of the parts. It has a lot of heavy armor blocks, which is nice. This thing's incomplete. Doesn't have much in it, but there are a lot of heavy armor blocks within this thing. So I think the best thing for me to do is to just grind it down. That's going to take a long time. But it is what it is. This thing's actually already pretty filled up. I think a lot of it is probably... Yeah, the assault cannon shells take up quite a bit, as well as the Gatling ammo. So I'll have to empty those out. I'm wondering, does this thing have batteries? I don't know if it does. It has one battery. Huh. Okay. Ah. Yeah, see the storage on the ship's already filled up.
Inventory full.
So let's hop in here and free up some space on this thing. Actually, I'm curious if I can carry my rover with the ship. Let's try that. I think that might work. Unlock. So it can fly. We're 62,000 kilogram right now, and I think my rover's like 30 something thousand. So we might be able to actually just carry it. Alright, let's try this out. Let's go up in you. Aha! We can carry it. Let's go ahead and bring... Whoa, where'd the signal go? Oh, I think because I took the beacon out. It scared me for a second. Hopefully it didn't despawn. There's tons of good resources on that thing that I can borrow. Yeah, that lake is massive. So I'll be able to set up a mining operation on it to store tons of hydrogen and lots of large hydrogen tanks. And then I can use that to fuel ships to go to and from Earth. That's the plan, at least. But if I bring the rover over here, then I can drive it down to where I want the base to be. So is this 57,000 kilograms including the rover then? Must be. Set that right there. Set this guy down. And then bring the rover a little bit closer. And the rover will be nice because it doesn't use up as much power to drive it around. Okay. Park you there. And... oh. The fun task of lots and lots of grinding must commence. What is this? Oh, this is my cargo container that I put here. It's got a bunch of stuff in it too. Holy smokes. Does this have anything in it? Oh. That's sweet. Oh. That is awesome. That's awesome. That's a good find. Got a little bit of uranium out of this thing. It's not much. Be good for like backup power and stuff. What do you have? Oh, sweet. What? Oh, that's a jackpot right there, too. I didn't know this thing was going to have
Inventory full.
Prototech stuff in it. I don't think it has any Prototech components, though, does it? Automaton. Battery. I didn't see any Prototech buildings. Maybe that's why that thing was so challenging. What other good stuff is down here? Alright, that one's filled. That one's full. And this one is damn near full. With some pretty good stuff. That is awesome. Alright, so maybe I should take this thing. And start setting up shop. Okay. That will work there. My rover doesn't have... Or my rover or my ship don't have antennas or anything. So I think what I'm going to do is put a waypoint here. Set Stronghold. Alright, let's take this thing. She's heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And it is getting dark, unfortunately. I think that's one of the mods that I do want to possibly add is I think there's a mod where you sleep in a bed and it becomes daylight again. That might be a good one to put on. But we still have a little bit of residual sunlight, so I'm going to take the rover down by the lake and find a spot. This thing doesn't drive too bad. I mean, it's like almost fully loaded. Don't think it wants to brake very well on the hills, though. It doesn't do too bad. What is this rock? Silicone. Nice. That's a pretty steep drop. Okay. So, I think that's the wrong one. I'm going to start off with a basic platform all over again, really. Or kind of a temporary platform, I guess. So I'm going to bring this actually out a little ways because we need to get wind turbines set up again. Alright, so what we're going to do, go ahead and select wind turbine. Clear inventory. So I got enough for 4 of them, I think. Oh, I had enough for 3, I guess. Okay, that'll work. Let's do cargo. How much do I need for a large cargo anyways? Doesn't need any interior plates? Or not interior plates. Regular steel plates. It's actually not too bad for a large cargo. I wonder if I could build one. Not the small grid version. Ooh, no I cannot. Or maybe I can. Oh, I did have enough items. how much do you hold compared to the other one? 421,000. Pretty damn good. So that will be able to hold all of our stuff. I wonder if I can drive this down somehow close enough. Maybe if I go at it like an angle. Oh, too much angle. I think we might have this. Might have it. Slowing down, slowing down. Okay. Now I just gotta transfer all the stuff from this thing into there. Alright, that's everything we've gotten so far from tearing down that other base, and that is not bad. Not bad at all. Especially you got Prototech panels, that is super cool. I didn't think I was going to have Prototech anything anytime soon. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive the rover back up to the Stronghold. I'm going to park it there. I'm going to use the ship to go to the old base and start moving all of that stuff. I should probably... No, I'll be able to see it just fine. Just gotta get the rover back to the Stronghold. Alright, leave that parked here for now. I'll back into the ship. And start moving some other stuff from the other base to the new base. Alright, so my plan for now is I'm going to need battery over at the new base. So what I want to do, unless I already have enough, I think I need 80 power cells. Let me see. Oops. That's a bit too many. If I can make it, great. If not, that could be a problem, but I need to grab some power cells for sure. Grab our assembler and take that with us. Ooh, storage is full. Of course it is. What do we have in here? A lot of computers. Alright, so let's take this guy to the new base. What I want to do is I need to hook up a connector and a sorter on here. That way I can just connect the ship and it'll pull all the items out. So let's get that set up. Should have almost everything I need for both of those. Let's grab a sorter. And connector. Oops, actually I need to grab the sorter first. Okay. And then what I can do, go to here and turn drain all on. And I should be able to just hook this ship up to it. And it'll empty it out. There we go. Connector's empty. And those are all empty. Great. Let's get some more of these built. I think I might actually want to, let's put some of these temporary, or to start. I want to kind of dig into this mountain a little bit. It's a lot easier to do this with like a little mining ship or something. So I don't think I'm going to do too much of it by hand. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, I didn't know the drill would blow blocks up. That's good to know. Something like that will work, and I can kind of build it out from here. Alright, so what I want is a couple of batteries. Yeah. There's one battery. Let's get another one. Actually, I don't even know if I have enough power cells to do 2 of them. I do not. But I might... no, I'm not going to be able to craft any either. I am actually just about out of hydrogen. I didn't notice. Can I make any power cells? I need 21 computers. But I can't use my jetpack because I don't have enough hydrogen. Computers. Alright, so we have 2 batteries now. And they are slowly charging up. So now what I can do, hopefully, yep, get into the cockpit and go fly over and start bringing resources back and forth. It's going to take a little bit. I won't make you suffer through it. I made a little thing right here. A little... I'm not going to call it a mining ship because it has like no storage whatsoever other than the drill. But I'm going to use it to help carve away at rock a little bit easier. Go ahead and make sure I turn the battery back on auto though before I do that. Yeah, cute little thing. So if I go ahead and add that guy, there we go. Then I should be able to, for the most part, use this thing. Just have to be careful. Actually, first person view might be a little bit easier. I just have to be careful to try to not blow up any grid blocks or anything. So if I just come in like this, yeah, that's taking out plenty of material to get a little bit of expansion going. Okay. So that's not too bad so far. That might actually be almost enough. I think I want to bring it down a little bit more. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. I should be able to work with that. So what I want to do is I want to get this cargo container out of the open. And I'm actually going to put a different one down there. Let's get you connected. Okay. So the plan, I should be down low enough, and I'll show you what I'm trying to do. I want to use the large industrial cargo container. I think it's just going to look a little bit better. Let's grab a bunch of these. And I'm going to bring this out. Probably right about here. Come out one more. And then I'm going to put one right there, maybe. And then that way, I can place this thing so that it's one block underneath the actual floor. It's not going to let me do it though, so let's go grab some stuff. And figure out... Oh, no, go away. I think this direction is good. And then I can bring the floor out this way. Should be able to take that block out, and that should be connected to the grid. And then in that way it sits down a little bit and you have access to the ports a little bit better. I'm not going to be able to weld up this whole thing. Couple more blocks. There we go. Now I need to... Is that lined up? It is not quite lined up. I just have to connect them. Probably with the sorter again. And drain all the items from here down to here. So I can just get rid of a couple of those. I'm going to want a sorter and conveyor tubes. Maybe a couple of elbows. And we'll just do the same thing as before. Turn drain all on, and that should start bringing everything out of that down into here. That's probably going to take a minute because that has a lot of stuff in it. Don't think we have anything in the assembler. Nope. So in the meantime, take that down. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, because I deposited it into there. I think what I'm going to want to do is we have this cargo container here. I think I want to build below it to have, you know, refineries and stuff like that. But up here, this can kind of be like the main room almost. I think. I don't think I have enough stuff for the medical room. 15 medical components, everything else I have. Got 10 medical components. Is this already done? No, it is already done. Neat. So I need to move this ship. I think I'll kind of just park it right here for now. And then we can just start grinding down the old stuff. So all of my very, very important items are all in here. And from there, what I'm going to do is end up connecting it to whatever I'm putting down here, which is going to be like refineries, assemblers, and stuff like that. I'm actually gonna I will have to decide where I want to put all of my hydrogen tank storage, because those could become vulnerable targets. I mean, I'm not playing with, you know, reavers or anything like that. So I think it would be fine if I did have...
Meteor storm inbound.
Well, I don't have any turrets actually right now, so hopefully that meteor storm does not hit us. But I think it would be fine to have the hydrogen tank storage outside, or kind of like in the open. I haven't quite decided yet. Or I can just dig out a massive tunnel and put it all inside, which I also might do. Ooh. Those were actually pretty close. Ice. Doesn't look like they dropped anything super nice, but... Alright, let's get this. So I want to... I'm going to have to build down. So I'm going to use my little tunneling ship, I guess. I don't even know what to call it. To get some more of that clearing done. This thing would probably be pretty good to do some exploring too. Okay, so where do we want to go? Okay. I'm gonna let that thing hang out right there. Let's see what we are working with. Can I access you from back here? Yes. Okay. So the refineries are 4 blocks tall. And I think I want to... I'll have to clear that a little bit more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's so close. Actually, that might be where we want it. We'll have to bring this out a little bit because it is curving up a little too high. But I think the refineries are 4 blocks tall, if I remember correctly. I'll have to dig that out a little bit as well. What are they, 4 by 3? I can't remember. Ooh, do I want to do the industrial? I think so. I think we're going to do the industrial one. Where's the port? So the port's on top back. It's so hard to tell. I think it has to go right here then. Looks like it. How much room? A good bit of mountain left. If I can bring them this way. Okay. I mean, I'm starting with 1 refinery for now. Anyway, so what I need to do... I should have everything I need for it. $1,100 steel plates. That's insane. Oh, so close. What else do I need? That's it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so we have a actual real refinery this time. That is awesome. Okay, so I think how I want to... I might hook up some sort of sorting later to push the ingots straight out into here. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but I do want to get this hooked up, but not those ones. I'm going to do a straight. And then a junction. And that should actually fire up and start working. Yes. We are processing our silver, gold, platinum, which means I will be able to... Well, I don't have any assemblers right now, but that means I can... Oh. Maybe I should put... Should I put the assembler in here? Or downstairs somewhere? I don't know. I don't want to put it in here. Yeah, at least for now. Probably there. Oh, actually there is the industrial assembler. That's probably what I'm going to want to switch to at some point. But for now, that will work, and I can access it here as well. Yes, we have silver, platinum. So that means I should be able to make... Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 2. Maybe? Oh, yes. That's awesome. Okay. Actually, what do I need for these ones? That needs platinum. So I should have just went straight for that one. Okay, well, let's try those then. Get rid of those. Can I get all three? Oh, yay. That's awesome. Tier 3 drill, grinder, welder. Sweet, man. Let's get all... Oh my god, I have a ton of extra tools. Okay. Don't need my oxygen tank right now. Oh, some awesome. Our tools are maxed out. How's this looking? 2 hours. Okay. Alright, so that works out. I'm gonna have to figure out stairs eventually, but this is sweet. An actual refinery. So let's get some more of this cleared out real quick. Alright, that should do it for now. Oh, I think I bumped into something. Oh, almost fell down there. So now, well, actually, I was going to say everything's pretty much hidden now, but looks like I need to cover up some of this a little bit. Is there another block back there? No. Cool. So now a lot of the stuff is pretty hidden. And then on top here, probably have like a couple of turrets and stuff for like meteors and whatnot. The wind turbines are gonna probably end up down here. A little bit closer to ground level. And there's something under the ice here. I think these dark patches mean that there's like ore underneath. Some sort of weird generation issue. And then down here we got the full-sized refinery, which is freaking sweet. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to do real quick. Right in this. Let's make a couple... Ooh, how much silver do I have? I have enough. Let's do 10. Enough to get us the medical bay. Where do we want to place you? Where is your connection? What? Oh, it's on the back. I could put it there. Yeah, I think right here's fine. This thing takes a ton of components, though. How much? Medical components must be freaking heavy. Whoops. Nice. Nice, nice. So I don't have any hydrogen or anything hooked up right now. But we have power and regen. And character customization. I did want to change my drill. Or not drill, welder. Let's go with that one. Gold. I'm gonna keep my cow skin on my grinder though. Alright. This I know this episode was a little bit kind of chaotic. Especially with trying to take out that stronghold, which I still have to finish grinding it out. But I think I'm going to do that off camera because that's boring. At least I think it's boring to grind entire structures down on camera. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode, guys. We've got the new base area planned out, at least. I don't know exactly how I'm going to make it look. We'll have to think about it. Come up with some ideas. But yeah, quite a bit of progress. I was very glad to get rid of that stronghold. I do not want those things in the area. It would be nice to... We'll probably have to wait until we go to space, because I know finding them on Earth is kind of a pain in the butt. But the economy trading stations, I can't wait to start getting into that. That'll be pretty awesome. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you're still watching to this point, leave a like. It helps me out a bunch. And subscribe if you want to see more. Hope you guys have a fantastic day.